My parents were Holocaust survivors who also were rescued. They were hidden in Hungary by Christians who put feet to their faith. Most of my father's father and brothers, sisters, most of the people were taken to Auschwitz. However, because of these people, my parents survived, and I'm here, and that crying baby over there, here, Rachel, stand up, and Ava, who's named after my mom. We're alive because of people who Yay! And Ava means life, right? Chava. Yes. So we are celebrating the 2/3 of the Jews that weren't murdered, right? Can we praise God for that? I used to have a hard time listening to the German language or anything German. In fact, when I'd meet German people, I would say, in my mind, who are they, who are their family members, and what did they do during the war? It was like, real quick in my mind. And really had a hard time with it. And I had the honor of meeting Pastor Jobst Bittner from Tübingen, Germany. And he came to Houston and he spoke. I was asked to do videoing because I do video work. And I stood there filming him, totally and mentally blocking him out because I couldn't connect to this man, even though he was being translated. And at a certain point, he said something very touching from his heart to the Jewish people, if there were any in the room, to the point that I got a little faint and I had to sit down. And I knew the next day I had to bring my cameras and video what he's doing with his church in Tübingen, Germany, a place where high-ranking Nazis were trained. And most of his church, 70% of Pastor Jobst Bittner, the founder of this whole movement, March of Life in Europe, March of Remembrance here, he started it. And my point is, I'm thankful that he did. And 70% of his church members, they found out, were Nazi descendants of high-ranking Nazis. And we are blessed today to have Bärbel and Anna-Suzette Pfeiffer, who flew all the way from Germany just for these 10 minutes, to share with you from their heart, especially to the Jewish community here, and survivors and descendants of survivors. It's their story.
Visit www.marchofremembrancehouston.org, www.marchofremembrance.org for information on an event in your area. Hear Holocaust survivors, World War II veterans, and/or their families share their experiences as victims and liberators. Experience heartfelt testimonies, healing, and hope. Rise up and march against today's anti-Semitism. Marchofremembrance.org, marchofremembrancehouston.org.